Greetings and all that. Thanks for being here. My name's Alan Cox. Appreciate your attendance. Say hi to Bill Squire. He's right over there.
Hey, creepy hugs, everyone. Thanks for listening to and watching this episode of the Alan Cox Show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. A cold one with the boys.
Hey, Mary Santora is here too.
What up, guys?
You look less metal today.
Oh, that's because metal's more of a feeling and state of mind than it is about appearance. And
You forgot, didn't you?
it has nothing to do with the fact that I forgot. I had a photo shoot before this.
She forgot. You didn't want to do the photo shoot in your full
No.
Mayor Guitar metal regalia?
Well, I set my metal clothes and my makeup on my bench right by my door and forgot to grab them so that I could change and put on my metal makeup. And then I got to the photo shoot and I was like, damn it.
She made a big show yesterday of every day I'm going to get increasingly more metal. The second day. I forgot.
I remembered to pack it. But no, I didn't want to do my photo shoot all metalled out.
Listen, I don't know how anybody could forget after 2 people showed up at the window yesterday. How could anybody have forgotten
Yeah, it's so memorable.
the amazing time we had playing Mayor Guitar yesterday? Well, we're going to do it again today.
I'll
And
make up for it tomorrow. Tomorrow will be full
Don't do
metal.
me no favors. Hey, Poundcake is back in Studio G.
Afternoon, white people.
Our little pilk-complected angel. He's back there and getting ready, doing his thing. He will be our street side correspondent for when we play Mayor Guitar a little bit later on. We had Don and Eve come by yesterday, and they won. We've got tickets for, Metallica made a big announcement that they're doing a world tour over the course of 2 years, doing about a dozen cities here in the States, about a dozen overseas, and they are doing 2 shows in each city, and we're going to send you to Detroit. They're going to play the 50-yard line of Ford Field with 2 separate set lists and 2 separate opening act lineups. Next November, I think the 10th and the 12th are the Detroit shows. And all you've got to do is be a better Mayor guitarist than our own Mary Santora.
Listen, my skills do not change based on how I look.
That part is true, but this is a video component. I mean, this is I've heard no shortage of whining and complaining from people that this is a visual bit, and
Sure.
it very much is. But get with 2022, homie.
Yeah.
So, right, it doesn't matter what you look like, but I mean to forget.
I didn't forget. I mean,
forget. Your
I didn't
words,
forget
not
that
mine.
we were doing it. I
Your
forgot.
words, not mine.
I forgot my clothes. I had my change of clothes and my makeup bag sitting right there, and I grabbed I got a lot of things.
Metal's an attitude, right?
But it is an attitude. That's
So
what I'm
it doesn't
saying.
matter what you're wearing.
Camouflage, babe.
We
'cause
can't even see you,
me.
and you're like John Cena.
I move so
in
fast.
here up against the walls. Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll be fully decked out.
All right.
Promise.
Listen, I have no doubt. Alan, I demand flatulence. Have a great show. That is today's first text at 35192. I tweeted something not long ago and tagged our own Bill Squire in it because it is his mantra that you got to fart your farts. Somebody wrote an article about how you need to listen to them as well. I don't know how you would do one and not the other. But there it is.
There's a difference between listening and hearing. You hear your farts, but are you listening to your farts? Are you experiencing the story that they're telling?
There was Bill in the stairway of his own high-rise condo. Listen, it's a point that should be taken seriously. What is a major bone of contention in relationships? You hear me, but you don't listen to me. Mm-hmm. Now, if your relationship is with your flatulence, that same argument could be going on. You hear me, but you don't listen to me. You don't hear what I'm saying. Alan, is Mary going to dye her hair jet black to become increasingly more metal? Again, that's
She
not.
owes it to us now.
Yeah, that's
No, I
not.
do.
You're forgetting today.
I didn't forget. I remember that we were doing it. I just forgot to grab the clothes.
You used the word forget. I'm just using that as my springboard. Nevertheless, jet black hair, by the way, not.
Metal.
Well, it's not. It's all things can be metal.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not necessary though, right?
Dye your hair.
I
Who
can't
cares
dye
if
my
you
hair.
got a special on Sunday?
I have
Just
a
dye
special
it.
Sunday. I'm shooting a thing in LA in January. I cannot dye my hair black.
You didn't want to shoot your special with jet black hair.
I've had black hair before and it looks good.
Ah.
I look good with dark hair.
Prove it.
All right.
I'll post a picture.
No,
I'm not
that's
tying
not
my
how I
hair
prove it.
back. I'm not doing anything crazy 3 days before I'm shooting a
Dye your hair and
special.
give yourself bangs.
Absolutely not.
Break out the
last-
Flowbee.
When's the last time you've had bangs, Mary?
I've never had bangs.
Never? You weren't
No.
one of those chicks that had bangs? I used to think as a kid, I thought, and no disrespect to anybody with bangs, I thought they looked so weird. They were like the equivalent to like those long nails, like those long acrylic nails, because they just like curl at the top of your forehead. And I just thought they were so strange as a kid.
Well, it's like
I
any
didn't
other
understand.
hairstyle. Some people can pull them off, and some
Right.
people very much cannot. And
I-
people that can pull them off, they look great.
You know what type
Caitlin's
of...
bangs look good.
Who?
Old RMG Caitlin.
Okay.
I don't know who that is. You know what kind of bangs I did have, though, which is very 2000s teenager of me, was the one where I would pull down the two pieces and cut them at my eyebrows. So I did have those, like, slicked back ponytail
You had the
with
curtain,
two...
yeah,
no,
sprigs.
No,
You
no.
had a
like
little sprigs.
two tiny little Q-tip size pieces.
What was the point of that? Was that just a look for
There
a
was
hot
a
minute?
look for a hot minute when I was in elementary school or in middle school where a lot of girls, that's what we would do. You would pull down your two pieces to like your nose and you'd cut it like right at your nose. So that way they just hung. They didn't look good.
It was a look, huh?
It was a look.
I remember one time we were going to a show, and my daughter and her friend were coming along. It was a clean show, so I was like, yeah, you can come along with this one. And they were so excited that they got all dressed up and gussied up, and they did their own hair, and they did, they curled their bangs and basically gave themselves 80s poofy bangs, but they were trying to look cool for like a style. I mean, this is probably 2008 or 2009, but it was the funniest thing because these two 10-year-old girls show up with just these big poofy bangs, and it was amazing.
This comes into clearer focus at Casa Cox last night when we were doing the ornaments on our tree. Because the ornaments on our tree are primarily ornaments we've picked up from all the places we've traveled and photos of us as children. And so obviously there's photos of our daughter, there's photos of my older kids, photos of Gwen and I. Now we're 10 years apart. But there is a hair axis in which we crossed with the mullets.
You had the same
I was in
hair.
high school. She was in 6th grade or whatever it was. Yeah. There's one of her where she had, I guess her mom, my mother-in-law thought it was a good idea to give her permed bangs
There you go.
at some point. So there you go.
So
there was no way getting around that as a young kid.
It's a picture I found on Reddit. I'll show it to the screen too. It's kind of like that, how the hair's slicked back with two pieces, except
Yeah.
they were short.
That was kind of a Gwen Stefani vibe
Yeah,
for a minute.
kind of.
Yes.
But yeah,
Early aughts.
they were never that long. It was like nose to eyebrow range was how short they were.
Yeah.
And maybe that was only a thing at my middle school, but we definitely had a phase of that in like this 2001,
That was a
2002.
Latina vibe too for a minute.
Oh,
There's a lot of
maybe.
cultural appropriation going on there.
Well, we all had it.
Yeah. Alan, have you seen the Stairwell Farts TikTok channel? I have. I don't know if Bill has seen it.
I've
There's
seen
a
it,
guy
yeah.
who
People
has
have
recorded
tagged me.
all of his. Yeah.
Yeah, people have been tagging me in that quite a bit. And, you know, like as much as I enjoy that, I'm not a one-note performer. I have all sorts of, I'm not just a stairwell.
Neither is this guy. Some of his are high pitched. Some of them are very
Well,
low.
I mean, that's good. I'm glad he's got the variety.
That's a Bill Squire original right there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how many hallways in which you fart. You're never going to, everything else to me is just a cover version of Bill Squire in his high rise up there at Squifle Tower. I'm going to take a break here. If you want to text for anything, 35192. You can watch live if you like at alancoxshow.com, and we'll be back.
The Alan Cox Show.
On our free iHeartRadio app and